Today's topic is one that I get questions about a lot, which is why oil is not considered a health food. When I got into my nutrition schooling a couple years ago, I was shocked to find out that oil is not something that we should be consuming. I've always been taught that olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, all those things are good for our heart health, especially good to consume. Some people just drink it straight for the health benefits, and it turns out we've been lied to. So if we think of, let's say, olive oil that comes from an olive. With an olive you have, yes, there's fat in there, but there's also fiber to help digest it. There's lots of other nutrients in there. When you process it down into olive oil, everything else is stripped away and you're just getting the fat. So it's high fat, high calories, and you're consuming that without all the other wonderful benefits that go along with an olive. We're often taught that oil is heart healthy, and unfortunately that is not the case. Whether you're getting the oils from an animal source or plant source, like olive oil, coconut oil, it impairs how our blood vessels function. So our blood vessels, the inside is lined with endothelial cells, and when we're constantly consuming oils, also smoking, that impairs how those arteries move blood throughout the body, so they actually stiffen, which can lead to coronary heart disease, stroke, other heart issues. It's actually possible to prevent and even reverse heart disease by eating whole food plant-based. So that's eating plant-based minus the oil. There's a ton of studies out there that show people are able to reverse that heart disease. And that is caused in the first place by eating the foods that people are eating. Smoking, there's other lifestyle habits as well, but a big contributor is what we're eating. So if you're eating those greasy French fries, the hamburger with the cheese on it, that's just killing those endothelial cells, making it hard for blood to flow through your body. So there's a study that Dr. Esselstyn did. He is a doctor that's huge in the whole food plant-based world. He had 198 patients that had severe or moderate heart disease and put them on a whole food plant-based diet. And after 4 years, 99.4% of them had no further issues. They were able to reverse the damage that they had. No one had any heart attack incidences, and were able to prevent future heart attacks and heart issues from happening. Consuming oil not only decreases blood flow back to the heart, but to all parts of the body. Fellas, I'm talking about erectile dysfunction. So 1 tablespoon of oil, which is really not that much, contains around 120 to 130 calories, all of that coming from fat. Mostly saturated fat. So let's take coconut oil. Coconut oil is 90% saturated fat. That's crazy. Compare that to lard, which I don't think anyone at this point thinks lard is a health food. Lard is 40% saturated fat. That's huge. That's over twice as much saturated fat as lard. Unfortunately, high fat foods like oil are usually delicious. Our body has an addictive response to them, so of course our body wants more of them, which makes it even more difficult to say no to. Consuming oil also slows down digestion because enzymes and stomach acids are going in to help break down the fat, so digestion overall slows. Oil is high in calories, and it's a big contributor to weight gain. Sometimes I'll go to a restaurant and something will have oil in it, and you can see it all over, say like you get a stir fry of veggies, and it's coated with oil. That's just fat and calories. I rarely consume oil anymore, as you might have gathered. But like when I'm cooking, I use a little bit of water or veggie broth in a non-stick pan. Sometimes I don't need any of that. Just literally taking out the oil and putting the veggies in the pan, and that does the trick. So it usually cooks fine. Still important to get fats from your diet, minus those that have severe heart conditions. But foods that you can get healthy fats from that are not oil would be like avocados, nuts, seeds, soy products. If you're trying to be really health conscious, especially when it deals with heart health or just longevity in general, or you're trying to lose weight, I would definitely consider omitting oil from your diet, at least trying to a little bit of it at a time. Just to recap, oil in general is definitely not a health food. It restricts blood flow throughout the body, especially causing harm to heart health. It slows digestion, so we're spending a lot more time digesting our food. It's contributing to weight gain because of the high calories and the high fat. And overall, it's just not a health food. We're stripping away most of the nutrients and again, just getting those calories and fat, which isn't doing our body much good. If you're looking for fun new recipes to try that are oil-free, make sure to check out my cookbook. I have tons of whole food plant-based recipes without oil, and I add to them every week. If you have a topic you'd like me to discuss next time, make sure to leave it in a comment below.